Hopefully, fingers crossed, this one looks a little more smooth. Spawning here in the bottom right corner of the map, playing for Sidestorm Gaming. The series now tied up 1-1 in the East match for the semifinals. It's true.
In the top left as the blue Protoss, it's MyuNgSiK.
Who is putting down a proxy pylon.
Heyo. Well, unfortunately, True is also putting down a pool right now instead of going for 3 hatch for a pool, something stupidly greedy. Alrighty, this is not looking so great for a Protoss player.
Oh, okay, well, this is getting a little bit messy. I'm just gonna respond to something in a private Skype group. 1 second, guys. Okay, so it cancels one of the gateways.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. You totally. Okay, go listen to yourself sometime. Okay, what do you think though? He canceled that 3rd gateway.
Okay, I'll go listen to myself
fight
reading
later.
a bagel.
We have something important going on again. What do you think if we cancel the 3rd gateway?
I didn't even notice he canceled the 3rd gateway, so I don't know what it means. Could mean he's trying to put on some score back at home, but usually if you lose this, you seriously are just going to lose the game.
Okay, well, I mean, the Cybercore will allow for like potential jumps and other cool things, but I think most importantly, he's going to need a mothership core at some point because these zealots aren't going to hold the Lings. In fact, the Lings could, and I'd say should, run past this, and if they can't pick off this pylon, just go to MyuNgSiK's base. And that looks to be what True has in mind. So this is a pretty smart move from him. And now, a full wall off is in order, but MyuNgSiK's going to have to spend so much money replacing these pylons until that mothership core comes out.
They get a cancel on a 3rd or a natural, but you're not ever gonna be able to break the main base, even if a Debs Stalkers come in here. This never seems to work out that well for Protoss. In fact, True playing super sneaky goes for a gold base.
In the middle of the map, no less. So I mean, there's a lot of gold bases, but it's the most road less traveled. Pylon comes down a little bit towards the back, not for a wall, but he wants to try and get that photon overcharge. It might still get it. It's going to power the gateway. He's going to try and get that wall back down. Meanwhile, 4 Zealots have bulked up, and there is a spine crawler down. There's a lot of Lings here as well. I don't think MyuNgSiK's going to win the game with this cheese. This is... The gold base gets discovered. Is that what he's going to shift his focus to?
Maybe, but... then True just takes the natural again. Well, True level supply blocked first. But his speed's going to finish. He could get us around on the gateways, like so. On that pylon right there, and just stop production, even if 4K does finish.
Oh, those Adepts are so close to coming out. I don't think they're going to, though. Oh, God! That's painful.
That's, almost game. That's a lot of production to lose out on. He's gonna get the gold base, but like I said, True just said, it's kind of like, okay, take it. Cancels, there you go. And gets his natural back.
Overcharge. Nope, a little bit late.
Round is already on it.
Gonna try and get the second overcharge off. It's still a little bit late. 3 Lings in the main is nothing too bad to deal with, but losing these gateways is pretty devastating. This was his production.
Yeah, exactly. The 4 Zealots return to the natural, and they might be able to get yet another cancel, but eventually they are going to be cleaned up by these Lings.
Cancel the Adepts, get some money, at least, maybe? I mean, when the gateways die, I'll force a cancel anyways, but this is, 200-something minerals you could have had back at home. More pylons, more gateways, something. Fighting the mineral lines, I guess if he wants to really choke himself in here, he can certainly fight against the Lings, but there's a spine crawler coming, and this will force a fight out of the Zealots.
Putting the spine crawler right there does make it, easy for the Zealots to kind of start attacking it, but they move too far forward and get surrounded by the Lings. Never mind. Spine crawler's gonna be needed.
I mean,
these bait.
Yeah, these are gonna die pretty much no matter what. That spine crawler guaranteed it, but gold base comes out of True to make up for lost time. And MyuNgSiK is still stuck on 1 base. I don't know, Number Group. Once upon a time, 1 base builds could do all right, but not legacy. Not with the income that True's gonna have.
I mean, once I saw him go for a proxy, I already kind of wrote MyuNgSiK out of this game. Unfortunately, that just seems to be what would happen to Protoss. They used to have such strong cheeses, strong all-ins, and well, it can work if your opponent is too greedy, but True not only, not only is the proxy a little less powerful, it's also just True went for a good build against it. He went for a pool first with gas.
So update, we do have Beyond 2-0 Patience on the other semifinals. So it looks like we might just get that Beyond True Grand Finals. That'd be awesome. I learned yesterday on the Archive Mode stream that as good as True is at fighting Terran, he's not very good at playing Terran. Actually, really sick. If you guys missed it, Crank and True played a best of 3 against Maru and SOS, and I think everybody was just playing random the whole time. It was really funny, and I would recommend checking out Crank's bots to go find that. He did give me the replays. I might cast those sometime. I'd still have to go back and cast that Maru Soul Key finals as well. Ugh. Replays just feel like work. I feel less hype about replays than anything. Oracle gets sniped off. 7 kills, not bad.
Yeah. Ling's not going to cut it. Those are some pretty good force builds. Try and run past. It might be able to get to the main base and do some damage. Oh, maybe get a sentry. Probes pulled. Don't let that sentry go down. But no natural nexus even still. 74% done versus True's booming third base gold economy. Yeah. Yeah.
I can't really hype this up because there's not really comeback potential for MyuNgSiK. I mean, if this was a situation where Protoss was God mode in this PvZ matchup, okay, we can start hyping it up maybe. But that's not the case. It really isn't.
The only mistake that could really lose True the game more so than MyuNgSiK winning the game would be if he didn't advance beyond Ling's. Because, Ling's really getting you so far, and he's up to 46 drones. You really would expect him to see a Roach Warren by now to make everything really, truly safe. There's that push.
Just occurring to me as well. Wasn't this MyuNgSiK's map pick as well?
No. He won the last game against Metis.
Oh, you're right. Yes, sorry.
No problem. That's what I'm here for. There are 22 more Lings on the way, and there's no reinforcement for these Adepts, but the Oracle is going to add a surprising amount of DPS here. Just against Lings, that is what they're good for. No Ravagers to cut down these force fields, and MyuNgSiK might have just kind of found a way to get back into this game. The force field on the main ramp, too.
There you go. This is usually a Warp Prism required to get to this point, but no Warp Prism required here. Now, if he misses any of these force fields, that's it. His chance is over, but he's got some good damage in this. He's going to focus
the
on...
Oracles.
Yeah, well, I guess they can't really get past the Spore Crawlers. I don't blame them for focusing on the hatch rates. A lot of good damage nonetheless.
They should just not use their energy at all, unless they can actually find me and use it on.
Actually, a Stasis Ward at the top of the ramp might not be too bad.
Oh, yeah, that could have been a cool idea. Well, now all of their energy is gone, but they did end up killing the Lings and the drones that were up here.
Last force field, by the way. Almost, oh, sorry,
yeah.
one more. There's one more. 53. This was good kill, though. I mean, this was good damage. There's everything he needed to really start coming back into this, but there's no Mothership Core to recall this army out, so it is going to die, unfortunately.
At the cost of a lot of Lings, though. It is, again, it's just Roaches. It would have been quite easy. Well, maybe not. Maybe not so many Lings, but 3/4 of the army, not in any mineral line abusive position, gets totally surrounded, so never mind. Those Lings actually take a really great engagement.
Well, going to counterattack. There's still that wall to get through.
Yeah, it's not a very powerful wall, but it's good against Lings.
It's good enough.
It's good enough. Lair on the way, +1 melee finishing up. True just really wants to stick on Lings. And now that now they clean up that army, I guess it's not so terrifying, but what's next? He's gonna be able to deny the third base probably quite a few times. As MyuNgSiK tries to take it now. But what is this lair going to go into? I'd imagine a Spire again, even though it didn't work last time. And there it is. It's a much different game.
I really enjoy MyuNgSiK's attempt at the gold, but oh, that's so many Lings. That's so many Lings. Everything just gets canceled. Everything gets killed. Yikes. The Oracle's dancing around now, trying to see if they can, I don't know, accomplish anything.
True did lose out on a lot of drones. Obviously, the entire main base. So it does have to replenish those. Only 38. But that Spire should be the end of the game. He's going to have about 12 mutas coming out at once. And True does have MyuNgSiK does have a Stargate. It's not producing anything right now. It could be sniped off if he's not expecting mutas. Which, honestly, seeing the lanes for as long as he had, I'm surprised he's not expecting the mutas.
By the way, just checked in on bets for the series. It was about 7,500. 7,500 for True and 7,200 for two of some MyuNgSiK. So a fairly close series in the minds of people watching. And I mean, that is kind of how this has played out. It's still not over, and it is tied up in the ace match. But these payouts are going to be fairly interesting to see who wins and who is voting with what race.
18 mutas on the way now. Warberzone dies to a Spore Crawler. Whoopsie.
That's unfortunate. Luckily, it is just minerals loss, nothing more.
Yeah, and it would have died to the mutas too, so it just sucks to die to a Spore Crawler. Didn't see the mutas, by the way. It could have been just a tad bit more useful had it survived one more shot. So no Phoenixes to take care of this. Of course, Blink only halfway done. Not that many Stalkers anyways to utilize it. In fact, no Stalkers to utilize Blink. Great. Oh, the mutas. I almost expected like an instant GG, but no, not quite, not yet.
No, there you go. There you go.
Almost like an instant GG.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, True will take the series 2-1 and go on to the grand finals, where we're going to have a best of 5 between him and MyuNgSiK. Now, it's not so surprising to see MyuNgSiK